What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are ranking the Formula 1 2023 liveries because they are all out. It is the 17th of February, testing is only a week away, and we have now seen all the 2023 cars. Today I'm going to be rating them from best to worst in a tier list. Please like and subscribe, and let's cause some controversy. So here's the list then, all 10 cars: Aston Martin, Alpine, Haas, McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, and Williams. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to please everyone. In fact, I don't think I'll be able to please anyone in this video. So obviously, there's quite a lot of black this year, or shall I say carbon. Not a lot of color on this year's grid, and yeah, I'll put my thoughts on that in a second, but maybe we'll start off in chronological order, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I think Haas was the first reveal. That was on the 31st of January, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't blown away by this livery. I think a lot of people were praising it on Twitter and stuff. I was not one of those fans. It reminds me of the Haas. No. It reminds me of the HRT from like 2010. Which is not a good thing. Too much black, not enough red. I love the vibrant red that they've got, but they didn't have enough of it. I'm going to chuck it in at... Oh, because there's so many different tiers here. I might actually go... C, but it's a C minus. You're lucky, Haas. What was next? Williams, which I was actually there in attendance in person. Quite cool to be invited to another car launch, but that did not detract away from the fact that I don't think it's the best looking livery on the grid. I'm actually going to put it at D. We need some more vibrant colors, more of the light blues. It's too much dark blue, and I don't know, I just didn't think it overall looks great. It's better than the previous year, but it's still not great. D for me. Alfa Romeo. I think we've already forgotten the order in which they came out. But for me, this was one of my favorites. So this is the 2022 car. They have a really nice baseline. All they've done is convert the white to black. I know they've done a bit more than that, but it's a nice baseline livery. If we look at the 2023 car, the red just pops, and it I don't know, the black really complements it. It looks absolutely stunning. One thing that could be improved though is this blend between the black and the red. Maybe if there was like a white line breaking that up. I think that transition could be nicer, and I think that probably prevents it from being an S tier. So for that reason, I'm gonna chuck the Alfa Romeo on A. It would be like here if I could do that. A plus. A plus for me. Red Bull. They're the classic, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of attitude with their livery. They're building out their iconic look, their dynasty of this modern era Red Bull, which is very successful. It's a good looking car, but it's not changed in many years, and it's a bit boring for me. So that doesn't take away from the fact that it is nice looking. I'm going to chuck it on B. Car launch was awful, by the way. AlphaTauri. From some angles, I really like it, and I really want to like it. I controversially kind of like the bits of red in certain angles. Like here, it's kind of nice. But then when I look at the car from the front, no. It just, for me, it just doesn't work. So... yeah, AlphaTauri. What are we saying? Probably D. That's probably harsh, because AlphaTauris in the past have looked gorgeous. But yeah, Red Bull family, you haven't quite nailed it this year. Shout out to Yuki Tsunoda, by the way. This is probably the best looking helmet I might have ever seen. That is stunning. If there was a tier list for helmets, maybe I should make one. That's going at the top. We're going to do Aston Martin next. And again, they fall in that similar kind of category as Red Bull, where they haven't really changed all that much aesthetic-wise. The car itself is looking a bit different, but yeah. I like the fluoro yellow highlights that they've got going on, and I hope that one day they go more down this route of having a more vibrant yellow, because I think that would really stand out on the current grids. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the shade of green, but that's just personally me. Overall though, it is a beautiful looking car, and for that, I'm going to give it a B. Well done, Aston Martin. Let's move on to Mercedes next. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that the Black Arrow Merc is peak Mercedes. It is absolutely gorgeous. Controversially, I actually, again, I don't know what it is about me. I like bits of red on cars. And I really like the Ineos that they had on the top of the roll hoop area. So it's lacking that a little bit, but it is still a stunning car. Kind of missing the star decal bits also on the rear bit of the engine. But still, they've gone even more uniform with the black. And for that, it is straight up S tier. Well done, Mercedes. That is an absolutely gorgeous car. However, I'm worried that half the grid is going to get confused for a Mercedes. Way off in the background. Hope I'm wrong, though. McLaren. I don't think people like this livery very much. I'm not one of those. I actually think, and I got a lot of flack on this for Twitter, I said that this is probably the best looking McLaren that they've made in the Papaya era. I really like the elements of the blue that they've put into this year's car. Let me show you. Here is my super detailed breakdown of the two cars in Microsoft Paint. There's the 2022 car above. That's how they started off, but as we know, they added a bit more black and stuff. What I like with this year's car down the bottom is that they've got less blue going on. If they make that thinner, like the rest of these lines, we're on to a winner. But I think the car, although there's a lot going on, a lot of colors, it's a good mix of colors. More black, and I love the chrome color wheels. Those are sick. But, this would be absolute S tier if they did get rid of the blue and just had orange and black and a more coherent color scheme. That said, McLaren does look stunning. However, it is not S tier. We're going to chuck it on A. Come at me, comments. And now, here we go. Time to piss off another fan base. We are going to talk about the Alpine. That's Alpine. Look, I'm going to say it. It is absolutely awful. The blue and the pink and the black, it's just, there's too many colors going on. I know I praise the McLaren for having a few colors, but this isn't the right mix of colors for Alpine. And unfortunately, I'm going to stick it on F. It's an ugly car. It just doesn't look nice, in my opinion. If we had the pink livery, all pink with a bit of black, then we're probably talking more A tier. The pink and black, incredible, but pink, blue, and black, just for me, doesn't work. Why can't they keep the pink livery? I think it looks so sick. I'll tell you why. They gotta sell cars. Alpine is blue. BWT is a sponsor, pink. They have a dilemma on their hands. And finally, we have the Ferrari. That glorious Ferrari SF23. What can I say? This thing is an absolute masterpiece. Now, bearing in mind, when I saw last year's Ferrari, I thought it was the most gorgeous thing I had ever seen. Complemented really nicely by the 2022 regulations, the wings, just the aero details, even the halo these days. It just works. I love the Ferrari text on the rear wing. It just absolutely works. And they've actually gone for a more vibrant red this year, which I am a massive fan of. And controversially, this thing right here, I like it. I like the extra bit of carbon that adds to the, I don't know, extra little detail on the car. I think it's gorgeous. You look at this thing from any angle, and it just pops. It looks incredible. The car launch was amazing. We've seen what it looks like on track already at Fiorano. Mwah. Let's stop putting it off then. This is absolutely goated as the best looking Formula 1 car on the grid in F1 23. Arguably, maybe even the greatest livery of all time.
What?
Okay, that's probably a stretch. No, not livery of all time, but the whole package, everything all together, it's up there as one of the best looking cars, Formula 1 cars I've ever seen. To be honest, it's probably in a tier of its own, above Mercedes. And the Mercedes is gorgeous, but that Ferrari will never not be gorgeous. Let me know what you guys think of my choices of car liveries. I know that my tastes are very different to probably the majority of you guys in chat. So let me know where you guys would put some of my choices. And if anyone 100% absolutely agrees with me, I'd be very surprised if they'd have all their liveries in the exact same order as what I do. But yeah, that's the beauty of the comments. We get to start absolute wars before the season has already begun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you think I should do a F1 2023 predictions video. And if you think I'm somewhat controversial with my opinions about the aesthetics of F1 cars, wait till you hear what I think will happen this year. My predictions are awful, as always, so look forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.